Creating a Google site. This screencast will be enough to get you going, kind of be a broad overview. There are many more detailed walkthroughs that you could search for on YouTube if you are really going to create a Google site as your choice. But for now, just an introduction. When you're logged into your Google account, if you go to the Apps Launcher area right here and click, you should be able to find the Sites shortcut right there. It'll lead you to Google Sites, which is a website platform hosted for you by Google. It's associated with your Google account so that you can access it anytime through the same way that got you there in the first place. Now, when you're ready to create, you can click create and be on your way. You could also browse sites before you get to that point if you need some ideas for maybe what's out there and what you'd like to model your site after. So let's create, and you can then choose a blank template, or you can browse a gallery for more options, and this would kind of give you a jump start on the site because you're basically assuming the structural piece that someone else has already got going, and then you are modifying it to your own taste. So let's start here so that you can take a look at the gallery. Otherwise, you're sort of blank slate starting from scratch, which is okay too. The gallery looks like this, and you can search different sites within our domain, or you can kind of go to the public view in any of these categories. We'll pick school and education just because, and there's a lot of sites that are out there that maybe you want to adopt. So I'll just pick one at random. Let's take this one, and you can select it. Let me get to the where you can see the select button. You can select it here or go back to the gallery and keep on going if you want, but let's just pretend we like that one. And it will load into your options for creating your site. You can still go blank slate and just kind of keep that on back burner, but whatever, you get the idea. So you're going to name your site, and for my purposes, I'm just going to call this example site. Whatever you name it, if it's related to your course content or your last name or whatever name you're going to come up with, that becomes part of your web address of your site. So just maybe think carefully about what you're choosing and what might be easiest for students to remember or navigate. You can select a theme at this point. However, if you have chosen something from the gallery, then it probably already has an associated theme with it, and that's the reason that you're choosing it. But you can change the theme to later on if you so choose. There's also some more options here that aren't really necessary for me to go into right this second, related to tagging and descriptions, so you can kind of skip that part. So let's pretend we're done, and we're just going to create what we've got so far. So the site opens up, and the structure is already done for you because you chose something out of the gallery. If you want to edit this landing page right here, which is the first page you are directed to upon clicking the link, you just click the Edit Page button right here. That will open up this page in an edit mode where you can select something and delete it, or I'll delete that one too. There's a couple different things on this page. We can just delete everything on there to put our own stuff on there, whatever you want to do. We can change the layout of this page to be, right now it looks like this. We can make it like this. You can just watch what happens. It'll kind of adjust. So now I've got two columns in the center with a little header area right here, just like the picture shows right here. Other tools that you have up here under the insert menu, you can put just about anything on the Google site page. That's all under here. In addition to anything, it directly links to your Google Drive so that you can access your files from your drive through this route also, or your Google Plus account or YouTube can all be inserted into the site. The formatting options mainly deal with headings and aligning things. Tables, insert the table has its own menu right there, the layout that we just showed you. And these are basic formatting skills, or I'm sorry, options for you that will change the font and the boldness or the highlighting of it or the indentation of it or the centering, things like that. The HTML, if you're wanting to embed something and you had the embed code, you would convert the page to the HTML view and paste your embed code here. And as soon as you would update, it would bring that in if you are an advanced user wanting to do that. So once you're done, you just save the page and it updates immediately, and you're done with that. This tool right here is for new pages that you want to add. This drop down is where you would go to do these options. Most commonly, you would probably be editing your site layout or managing your site. You can also access sharing permissions from this point. When you edit the site layout, that means that you're working with what the header looks like, your horizontal navigation. That means like all the tabs, like right here is your horizontal navigation. The sidebar refers to this right here if you're going to have a sidebar. Some people don't have both of these things. Some people have one or the other. So you can decide what you'd like for you. Custom footer and some other options to customize. So for example, if you wanted to get rid of the sidebar, you could just click it and then it would go away. You can bring it back too, and that's like enabling, disabling that function with the click. If you want to edit something listed right here, it gives you the little edit option right here too, and then you can go further into editing it. You can click in a blank area and you can rearrange your links to either up or down, different order. The side to side would be like if I want to indent this and make it a drop down under whatever is, underneath, I have that option. I can also make links directly to URLs too. So those are just some ways you can edit the sidebar. The horizontal navigation brings up your list of pages that you have listed horizontally, and again, you can change the order or delete any tabs you want. You can also change the style so that they look like boxes or tabs or links. So we'll just make it look different just so you can see. And it puts this navigation into boxes. So that's different than the tab view. Again, when you're done, you just close and it updates the changes you made. The share settings would make your site public to the world or anyone with the link to your site or anyone in our domain, MUHSD only. So things like that. Let me go back to my site. The Manage Site spot gives you these tools right here. Themes, colors, and fonts, if you are wanting to change any of that. You can also delete your site altogether from this page or change the name of your site right here or add some more descriptors right here. So if you scroll through this menu, making it adjustable to mobile phones and just different things like that, you can scroll through these and kind of see what your options are in terms of this menu. And that's under Manage the Site. That's enough of an intro just to get you going with getting your site started. If you're going to choose how to do a Google site, I would encourage you to search out a couple of more videos on YouTube to help walk you through it, or go to Google site directly that has tutorials for you that are really detailed. Personally, I prefer building Weebly sites or using our existing platform, which is now SchoolWire, is going to be Edlio. But Google sites are nice too. They're just, in my opinion, a little more complicated. An advantage would be super easy integration with Google Docs and bringing in some of those other tools and Google Gadgets under the Insert menu. So it really just depends on how much time you're going to devote to updating your site and kind of what you want to take on. Hope that helps.